Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 16 of the Bali United save. Now, today was supposed to be the Indonesian Cup final, but in the game's infinite wisdom, the final's taken place without the two semi-final winners. It was Persebaya versus Persek, as you can see. The two second place, or the two losers of the semi-finals, they've been put into the final. So obviously a bit of an error in the game there, which is really disappointing because it basically means we don't have a game to show today. But don't go anywhere because we are still going to have our end of season awards. We'll have a review of the season, sort of how all the players did, and discuss what we want to do in the transfer episode, which will be, of course, next up, the transfer special. And then obviously we'll have our goal of the season competition as well, with your chance to vote for our goal of the season. So I'm really sorry, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. Congratulations to Persebaya, I guess. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to these end of season awards. Let's see who our player of the season, among other things, is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 2018 Bali United end of season award. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. What a time to be here in Bali. Thank you, everybody. And welcome to our end of season awards. It's been a really, really good season. We conquered Asia, in a manner of speaking. We won the league eventually. I tell you what, I'm still recovering from that. FA Cup, well, it is what it is, isn't it? We'll get them next year, perhaps, if the game will let us. But anyway, it's been a really good season by the boys, and I really think the best way to start this evening is by giving them a hearty round of applause. Well done, guys. Really good first season. But tonight is all about awards, so let's get to the first award. And it is the Golden Pen, awarded to, of course, this year's signing of the season. And this year, it goes to someone who cost us $66,000. He did his best to cost us every trophy we won. It's Gavin Adsit. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with the worst discipline. And this year, with 3 yellow cards, which is disgraceful. We should cancel the award with only 3. But anyway, the winner is M. Fidel Sassoon. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion, and this year with a really good effort of 91% pass completion, it's the goalkeeper Samuel Remus. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. And this season, with 14 of them, it's Yari's Ronnie Maliafeni. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the man we can rely on, the man with the highest match average rating. And this year it goes to a player who we've changed his position on him, and he's still delivered week after week after week. With a match average rating of 7.48, it's Melvin Platcher. The next award is one of the big ones. It's the Golden Soother, awarded to the team's best young player. And this year, he was a new signing, unlucky not to get the Golden Pen. But it's Febri Hadriati. The evening is rapidly coming to an end. And the next award, it is the Golden Boot, awarded, of course, to the player with the most goals this season for Bali United. And with 15 strikes, the winner, it's Paulo Sergio. Now, before we get to the big one and announce this year's player of the season as voted by you, the fans, it is right we take a second to acknowledge this year's team of the season. If you direct your eyes up to the board, you will see the goalkeeper is Remus. The back four is Angaputra, is Pacheco, is Kayo, and Adsit. Setabudi is the halfback. It's Lillipali and Melvin in midfield. Paulo Sergio and Maliafeni go down the wings. And it is Ricky Kayemi up top. Well done, boys. It's all very much deserved. Cracking season by all. Alright, and now it is time for the big one. It's time to award this year's player of the season as voted by you, the fans. And it's a close vote this year. A number of players could have won it. A number of players were voted for very highly by all the fans. But there can only be one winner. And this year, with 38% of the vote, the winner is Melvin. So there we go. All the awards are handed out. Congratulations to Melvin and the rest of the winners. It's been a really, really good night. It's been a really good season. We'll be back next year, of course, to try and go a little bit deeper in that Champions League. Try and get ourselves into that group stage and see how far we can go. And obviously, we'll look to retain our Liga 1 title as well. Thank you, everybody in the auditorium, for coming out this evening. Thank you for you watching at home. I look forward to seeing you all again next season. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your evening. So there we go, end of season awards done at Bali United for the first season, and Melvin, I think, is a fair choice. There could have been a number of players that wouldn't have had any problems if it would have been Melia Feni, who came in second with 26% of the vote, or Nuri, who came in third with 22%, and I think Paulo Sergio could easily have got a run in there as well. Yeah, so it was an even vote, and Melvin, I think, is a deserved winner, but let me know what you think in the comments. The game has given Ricky Kayami the goal of the season. As I said, we do have our own goal of the season competition. That'll be coming up at the end of the episode, but that will be one of the ones that you can vote for. Adsit, signing of the season, he was okay for most of the year. I would have given it to Harry Addy myself, but, you know, what do I know? Harry Addy, speaking of the devil, was the young player of the year, and 22... You know, he's he's bordering on that, isn't he? But it was, just whatever. He can have it. The golden boot was Paulo Sergio. The highest average rating, the golden anchor, was Melvin again. Most assists, the golden spoon went to Melia Fani. Remus, 91% pass completion rate from the goalkeeper. I'd rather it was a central midfielder, to be honest, but we know you can't be selfish. At least the goalkeeper's not giving the ball away. Most Man of the Match awards, not an award we give out on the night, but Paulo Sergio and Melvin split that with 6 Man of the Match awards each. And Sasu was the golden card winner with 3 yellow cards. That really is a pitiful effort, isn't it, for golden card? We can see there the team of the year. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I don't know what we're doing at right left back, to be honest. He played the start of the year, so I think this team maybe forgot a few of the internationals that had been sent away, because how Nuri isn't in that team, I don't understand either. But anyway, let's not worry about that. The season in review, we won the Indonesian Cup, Indonesian League. We won the semi-final. We also won the Asian Confederation Cup. I think there's still some bugs in the Indonesian League somehow, which is unfortunate. Match of the season was a win over Borneo. The final day, of course, that was spectacular. And we did, of course, have a bit of a nightmare against PS Tira there. 67% full, 15,000 average attendance. That's pretty good, I'm going to say. And we used 32 players this season, which, considering it's a squad limit of 30, is very impressive. Well done, me. That was, of course, the highest in the league. Squad dynamics, you can see the dressing room atmosphere is good. Managerial support is right up there as well. Still no team leaders. I'm very hopeful that will change next season. I'm thinking Boaz is probably going to become club captain, and I think he should become a team leader for us. If you have a quick look at the other dynamics, the team cohesion is up to average, which is a lot better than it was. It's taking a long time to get up there. We will be looking, though, to improve the coaching over this off-season upcoming here as well. Now, a few Player of the Year awards for the league. We didn't get anybody for Player of the Season, which is a little bit disappointing, but that is what it is. We did get nobody either in the Young Player of the Year, which is, again, a bit disappointing. The Goal of the Season, Kayami actually came in second in that, which is well done him. Like I say, we'll see our Goal of the Season competition in just a little while here. I was second to PS Tira Manager in the Manager of the Year. I think that's harsh considering we won an Asian trophy as well, but, you know, what can you do? Players in Team of the Year, Just Kayo was our only entrant into that. I think it's the irony of one of our central defenders being in the Team of the Year and nobody else, I think, is a little bit too much for me to stomach, but yeah, we chopped and changed a lot this year as well, so maybe it's fair enough with what happened there. The only other award to update you on is Harry Addy here was the MVP, Most Valuable Player in the Southeast Asian Football Championships. Oh, excuse me. And if we have a look here, it was actually not won. It was won by Singapore on penalties over Thailand. Indonesia went to the semi-finals and they got beaten by Indonesia, so beaten by Singapore. So they went out to the eventual champion. So there's no real shame in that. You can see Harry Addy, Lily Pally though were right up there. They were the top 2 average rating guys. Harry Addy and Sas Basajevic with the assists were right up there. So, you know, we had Harry Addy was up there for Man of the Matches as well. Look at that. So, I mean, our players did well, so there's no shame in that. But yeah, unfortunately for them, out in the semi-finals. Let's have a quick look at the squad and what we did this year to see, you know, what we need to improve for next year. If we look at games played, Remus was right up there. Pacheco, now as a foreign player, I do wonder if we can improve on Pacheco. for next season, but he did play a lot of games for us this year. This guy was out on loan. Karyo, I think, was good as a centre-back, an Indonesian centre-back as well. So I've got no real complaints. Could we do better? Yes, obviously, there's better defenders out there, isn't there? But marking 9, tackling 9, is, there's a lot of double figures or near enough to it in his game. So I think he's just about fine. Anga Putra did okay when he came on to play at left back there. Nuri, lots of games as well, along with Melvin, Adzit, Maliafeni. We can see the guys that did well. If we're looking at down the bottom here, the people that maybe need to replace, Demerson supposedly is available for next season. At 32 years old, he's good mentally. He's an upgrade on Pacheco, so I think just based on this alone, Pacheco probably will be leaving us because we already have a better foreign defender to bring in. So that's fine. Junior Bate will probably be leaving us. He hasn't played. You can see here the other guys here. Tan will probably be leaving. Not sure about young backup goalkeeper here. Again, I think we can probably do better for goalkeepers. If I could get Gunn out, he'll be leaving as well because he's a foreign player. We can do better. So all these guys here will probably be looking to say goodbye to. Boaz up, I think, are the guys that we're probably looking to keep, depending on what transfers are available for us as well. So that's games played. If we look at goals scored, obviously Paolo Sergio was the Golden Boot winner. Malia Feni was up there as well with 13. Haryadi only played 22 games or started 22 games. That's 1 in 2 or near enough to it, just slightly better. Melvin did well. Nuri, Spasijevic, we had lots of guys scoring lots of goals, which was good. Tafiq, Hamdi, who is leaving us, unfortunately. But, well, not unfortunately, I'm okay with him leaving. Batchdom ended up scoring a few, and you can see there all the other goal scorers. We had lots and lots of goal scorers, which is good. Assists, Maliafeni, what a season. 27 goals or assists in 30 starts is really, really impressive for him. Melvin, again, with 10 assists, did well. Hamdi, maybe a little bit underrated overall, but I think it's done now. We can't do anything about it. Assists there for Lillipali as well. Tafiq, who, look at that, for a central midfield, 11 goals, 8 assists. Cracking season for him. Kayami did well when he played as well. Nuri, Paolo Sergio, we can see all the other assist getters down there. And average ratings, Lillipali right up there. Didn't play enough games, I suspect, to get the golden anchor, but Melvin, Maliafeni, Kayami, and all the way down there. Lots of guys averaging over 7, which is good. If we go down to the sort of the disappointments, Seta Buddy did fine. 699 for a defensive player isn't too bad. Latson is not too bad. That's not bad for a keeper either. Both our keepers were okay. Hendronen is 35 now. He does have a contract for next year. If we can get him out, we might. He's not bad for a backup. Maybe we'll just keep him and try and get a young guy in. Sasu was a bit of a disappointment, wasn't he? Only playing a 6.84 over the course of the season. Anybody else there that stands out as a disappointment? Not really. So I think we did okay. Let me know what you think in the comments. Where do we need to strengthen? Who do we need to get out? There was a midfielder that one of you guys pointed out to me earlier in the save, like probably first or second episode. If we go back, I think he was in the Young Player of the Year, actually, because this is somebody who I did try. Yeah, Dimas here. I did try to sign him at the start of the season, but he didn't want to leave. We will be having another go at him this year because look at that mentally. He's a really, really good central midfielder. So we'll be trying to get him in. He's on our transfer short list as well. So that's something we'll try and do. But otherwise, yeah, as I said, just let me know where you think we need to strengthen. So this brings us to goal of the season. Now, if you are new to my series and you don't know how this works, what basically we do is we'll have the Ricky Kayami goal and 3 others that I deem worthy of goal of the season. Now, at the end of the little compilation here, there'll be an eye at the top of the screen there. Click on that and you'll be able to vote for your favourite. And before we get to that, we will be having a look at some honourable mentions. Maybe not goal of the season worthy, but definitely worth a second look. That's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, again, apologies about the final. There's nothing I can do. The game just kind of glitched out a little bit there. We did play in Indonesia at the start of the World Tour, and we did win the Indonesian Cup. So maybe it's just a first season glitch. Hopefully, when we come back next year, we'll be able to actually make a final, play the final, and maybe even win it. It's a bit disappointing we couldn't get the treble as well. But like I say, nothing we can do about it. So there's no point crying over it. Unfortunately, as I said, like and subscribe. We'll be back next time for a transfer special. We'll work through the off-season and look to build a stronger team ready for next season. So that's always fun. I always enjoy doing those. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time and enjoy our goal of the season. Take care. here are our top 4 goals of the 2018 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.